a message on LinkedIn from a Business Insider editor saying, hey, we saw and really liked this piece of yours. Can we publish it over at our publication? Hey there, my name is Sinem. I am an online writer with millions of readers per year, and over the last 3 years, my writing has enabled me to build a multi-six-figure online business while doing what I love and only working less than 20 hours per week. And in this video, we are going to talk about the different benefits of writing on medium.com, because when we talk about Medium, a lot of people, and not only beginners, but a lot of people who've even been on the platform for a very long time, don't actually know about the real benefits of writing there and having a solid presence, a solid profile, and a portfolio on Medium. And that's kind of understandable because there is this opportunity for you to make lots and lots of money through your stories, through the partner program. And I've been one of the most read writers on the platform for a while, and I've been able to make up to 5 figures in a single month on Medium. But the truth is, this is just a cherry on top of a lot of other benefits that actually lie beneath the surface of your Medium presence or your Medium profile that you can make use of when you're aware of them. And that's what we're going to talk about now. So here are a few different benefits of writing on Medium that you can make use of when you're aware of them and when you use them intentionally. The first benefit is probably one of the more obvious benefits, but it's also one of the most important and rewarding ones. It's the fact that you can use Medium to either generate leads for your business, to win customers, to grow your email list, and to establish or grow your entire business. The way you need to look at Medium is to treat it as one platform, as one place where you share your message, you grow your credibility, and you kind of grow your audience, and then take that audience and the credibility you've built and actually monetize through other ways. A lot of people like to look at Medium as a place where they want to make a full-time income, where they want to just write stories and monetize them through the partner program. And as romantic as that sounds, it's not the right approach, and that's not a problem within Medium, but within every social media network platform that you could just think of. You never want to be 100% dependent on one single platform. That's true for your income, it's true for your audience, it's true for your reach. Every creator and digital entrepreneur will tell you to not put all your eggs in one basket, simply because you don't want to be under that pressure of being fully exposed to a platform and being so vulnerable that even just slight changes could completely mess up with your reach or your income or your audience. You always want to have few different points of interaction established so that you actually have an independent and kind of secure business. Even if you don't think of yourself as a business owner or as an entrepreneur, if you are writing to make an income, you are at some extent an entrepreneur and a business owner, because you need to figure out how to monetize your words. And even though the partner program is a great way to do that, it shouldn't be the only way you do it. You should at least build an email list that is basically, your most enthusiastic fans, your readers who want to stay up to date on everything that you publish. This is the bare minimum you should do. But apart from that, you can really build a huge email list on Medium just by linking to your freebies, linking to your email list in your bio, and most importantly, in all your stories. At the end of your story, you have the possibility to say, hey, if you want to read more stuff like this, sign up to my newsletter. The more effective way is to have a freebie, which is kind of a short PDF, or you could have a little quiz, or you could have an audio file, a little video, anything that is kind of exciting that your readers might want to get. And you kind of give it to them as a free gift in order to capture their email address. This is what people usually do. It's by far the most effective way to do it. But if you don't have a freebie yet, you could also just say, hey, sign up to stay up to date on my latest stories. And that's by far better than not having a call to action at all. You can later use those email addresses and the email list you've created to create and sell your own products. This could be a digital course, it could be PDF files, it could be worksheets, a workbook based on what you teach in your written stories. But it could also be a book. If you ever want to write and sell a book, you need an email list to sell it. And this is true no matter if you self-publish, where you are 100% responsible for the marketing, but also if you have the dream of publishing with a traditional publisher one day, because traditional publishers love to work with authors who have an established audience, and having followers is not having an established audience. Having an email list is having an established audience, because followers on any platform are not really yours. Your profile on Medium, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, whatever, could be banned, it could be hacked, it could be deleted for not even a solid reason. There could be a mistake, people could mess up with your profile, whatever it is. It doesn't even have to be your fault, but it can happen. And it does happen to a number of creators every single year. But your email list is yours. You own your email list. And of course, shit could happen with your email list as well, but you can always create backups of your email list. And you should do that if you already have one. So your email list is the only thing you really own. And Medium is a fantastic way to grow your email list, because on other platforms, if you promote your newsletter, your reach might decline. The post might not get as many views as a post that doesn't promote a newsletter. On LinkedIn, on Twitter, you cannot really put a link into your short form postings, because the moment you have a link in there, the piece or the post will not get as much attention as it would without the link. But on Medium, that's not a problem. In fact, all my stories have at least one call to action at the bottom. And I've reached millions of readers on Medium so far. And that's what we all do on Medium. And it's just perfect, because if somebody has read and liked a full, 5-minute read or 10-minute read, a blog post of 1,500, 2,000 words, they probably want to stay in touch with you. They might love to get an insight into your newsletters. They might love to get your freebie. And this is the most overlooked thing to do on Medium. So if you are writing on Medium, or you're thinking of writing on Medium, make sure you establish your email list as soon as possible. No matter if you are already thinking of sometime creating digital or physical products and selling them, or you want to win freelance writing clients, for example, having an email list is always going to be beneficial. The second benefit I want to talk about is not so obvious, because a lot of people don't know that major publications, editors, and media outlets trust and screen Medium for stories to feature, or authors to collaborate with, or just brands and trusted voices they do want to highlight in their own outlets. My writing on Medium has enabled me to get featured in major publications like Business Insider or Thrive Global without even actively pitching them. One day I just got a message on LinkedIn from a Business Insider editor saying, "Hey, we saw and really liked this piece of yours. Can we publish it over at our publication?" And I was like, hell yeah, you can. It was kind of a big milestone for me back then, and it's kind of great to have your work featured in different places, because you do the work once and then they just take the article and give extra exposure to it, which just increases your credibility. You get to reach a lot of different writers and readers from various backgrounds who might not be on Medium, but they get to see your work too, because it is being featured elsewhere. Apart from major publications like Business Insider, my work has also helped me get interviewed by local media outlets. It has helped me get invited to speak on stages, to speak to young people, to speak to entrepreneurs. And even though that's not my primarily goal, it's a fantastic way to further establish your credibility, to get to connect with like-minded and really interesting people, and to kind of get that expert status in your niche, in your field, if you want to. You obviously don't have to say yes to these opportunities, but if you are passionate about your topic and you look at it as a digital business or as a digital presence that you really want to grow in the long term, and you want to be known for your message, for your knowledge, for the expertise you bring to the table, or just for your passion that you've developed over the last couple of years, being exposed to those publications and being invited to speak, being invited to be on podcasts, on interviews, or even just giving written interviews because somebody has discovered your work on Medium is just incredibly rewarding, because you don't have to do the pitching. They see your stories on Medium because they actively look for them, because they trust Medium as a platform, and then they reach out to you and ask you to be their guest, their speaker, or just a featured writer whose work they republish, which is just a brilliant way to increase your reach. The third benefit is one that unfortunately a lot of people are not even aware of, but which is more like the actual business side of Medium that you can use, namely by creating an actual portfolio of your written work. If you are looking for freelance writing clients or for ghost writing clients, you basically want to write for a living, but you don't want to be dependent on a, partner program like Mediums, and you really do want to have paying clients who pay you per word or per hour or per published or written article that you deliver, then Medium is a fantastic way to just display your work by publishing on your profile and by displaying what you are capable of. When I started to write on Medium and to actually write and publish seriously back in 2020, I received a lot of requests to write for brands and individuals without ever having a pitch or without ever publicly saying that I was looking for writing clients. Those brands and people reached out to me via LinkedIn mostly, because I didn't have my email address in my bio, and they just said, hey, we're looking for writers to write about the specific topic, or to help us write 2 pieces per week, per month, whatever it was. And I was able to negotiate really great deals for my writing skills back then, and to write for really cool brands and entrepreneurs. Some of those were freelance writing clients, some of them were ghost writing clients, and I got to work with them just because they saw my work on Medium. Medium is kind of, or think of it as your public portfolio, and you can treat it the way you want. For me, a lot of the clients, or all the clients that I've worked with back then, were a complete coincidence. They found me and I was just excited to give it a try. So I said yes and enjoyed the journey of working with them. But if you want to write for a living and you know that, you can intentionally create content that makes sense, because you can pick your niche and pick a specific topic that you want to write about for your clients, and you just publish stories on this specific topic, and in your bio or at the end of your stories you basically add a little note saying, hey, I'm open for writing gigs, reach me here, and you just point to your email address or to your LinkedIn profile or whatever. A lot of freelance writers actually use Medium that way, because they know that a lot of high-paying brands and entrepreneurs and people who want to establish their personal brand are looking for writers, and they don't want to look for writers on platforms like Fiverr or Upwork, but they actually do want to see examples of your work before they get to talk with you. And on Medium, you can do exactly that. You can show what you got, you can show them your voice, your writing style, your ideas, the way you communicate stories, and they get to choose if they want to work with you. And you can either still do pitching and reach out to people and say, hey, this is my work, have a look at my profile over there and decide if you like it, or you take a more strategic approach already in your stories, write about specific topics where you want to be known for being the go-to freelance writer, and then you build your portfolio in a way that you actually get to attract the right types of clients through your stories on Medium. And last but not least, I want to point out a few different additional benefits that you might not be aware of, that a lot of my students are not aware of when they start to write on Medium, but that are actually really big plus points. One of them is the fact that Medium has a very clean and clear interface, which adds to an incredibly soothing and relaxing reader experience on the platform. If you get to develop your own blog, you create your own website, and you're not a designer and you've not done this dozens of times before, it might be really hard to create a great reader experience on your site. You might struggle with the design, you might struggle with colors, you might struggle with images, the loading time of your site might not be optimized, and so on and so forth. If you go to Medium and you publish a story, you don't have a lot of opportunities to actually mess up with the design and the layout if you stick to the basics. You need to get familiar with formatting and the way your stories should look like, and that's actually important. It does play a huge role in distribution, in whether you get accepted by major publications, etc., etc. But it is easy. Like, you can learn how to properly format a Medium story within 1 to 2 hours. You can be an expert on it, and you know how to do it for the rest of your Medium career. If you get to do that on your own website, it might take a lot longer, and at the end of the day, it's probably still not going to look anything like, a Medium interface that the platform is known for and loved for. So it is a much easier choice in the first place. Another benefit is the fact that Medium is an established platform. It is trusted by search engines like Google. So Medium stories usually rank relatively high on Google simply because the website, the platform itself, has a high domain authority, which means that search engines trust Medium because it is established, because the search engine knows that this is a trusted platform. Apart from that, your readers trust the platform, and there are millions of potential readers who are already there, who are paying a monthly fee to get access to great writing. If you get to publish your writing on your own platform, you have to find the audience. On Medium, the audience is there, actively looking for stories. All you need to do is figure out how the platform works, what readers are looking for, and how to adjust your message to the needs of the readers on the platform so you can serve them in the most effective way, and they really get to discover your stories without you actively promoting them. That's the most significant benefit, right? There is an audience of readers who are not just looking for stories, who are paying to find stories on Medium. They are paying to get access to great stories, and you get to tap into that existing audience and just show up, share your message, share your experiences, share your expertise, and become known to be the go-to person for a specific topic, or to just serve a specific group of readers who are looking for exactly what you want to offer and what you want to talk about in your stories. If you've been thinking about writing on Medium, or you've started but then you gave up because you've not been sure if it's worth it, then I hope this video has given you some clarification and some ideas on why it might actually be very well worth trying or continuing your journey on Medium. Alright, I hope this was helpful. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on the newest videos, live interviews, and trainings that I might host. And if you're looking for additional ways to grow your audience and income, make sure to check some of the free resources that we've linked below.